What is that? Look, I got him though, I got him. Oh, it's so nasty.
Poor guy, bro. You're abandoned by somebody.
Fish were standing by me thinking that was me, and they're right here. This is by Popo Soap, and we're gonna see how this goes. Come on over here, ladies and gentlemen. I'll show you everything I can with you as we catch them all.
Let's catch them all. Woo! With Catch 'em All Fishing with Zak Catchem.
Look at this fish. Oh my God.
Catch 'em all.
Hey guys, I don't know if you watched the last video, but this is all that's left of the net. It was nuts. We fought valiantly, we won, but not without losses. Today guys, I'm actually gonna show you what we did. We got this idea actually because the other day, we were just out there looking for some bait, looking for some meat for the pond, because these guys, it's gonna get warm sooner than later. Although right now we're losing to the cold front and we're waiting for this cold to go away. But we have a couple more weeks of just serious cold and we're hoping we don't lose all of our fish. Every time we catch a fish that's like really rancid and disgusting, like the one we caught the other day. Actually, I'm gonna run the clips because Timmy was there with me. I probably have it on my computer saved. We caught this disgusting koi fish and I didn't have anything to put together, so I ran to Amazon and I bought this. This is by Popo Soap, but check that out, zoom into that. That's an awesome brand. In case you guys want, I always show you guys the brands that I use on a daily basis, and I found a place for that koi to go. Hopefully my friend treats it. I mean, Josh does what he can do, but I mean, that thing was so rancid and disgusting. That thing was so gross. I mean, koi themselves are carp and they're invasive. So when you can catch them and get them out, you should out of ecosystems and ponds down here in South Florida anyway. So we did catch that thing. We're gonna run the clips if I can find them on my computer and then plug this bad boy in. Check it out, we're gonna run the clips right now. Is that not a koi? Right there?
Right next to the pipe,
Yeah,
right?
you don't see that white fish?
Yeah, I see the white fish.
They don't have a cast net. Should I try to snag that thing? I got my tilapia snag. Zoom into that. Keep your eyes on that. I got the gator / tilapia. And I almost didn't bring it. So I was like, you know what? What's the point? But every once in a while to get your lure back, it's worth it. Oh, let me get this a shot. Is that the koi? This is right around the area we got that last time. Ooh, my arm is not feeling good right now. I'm pretty sure I'm looking at a koi fish, dude. It is a koi. It is a koi. What the hell? Is he alive? Yeah, it's a koi. There's something wrong with it. There's like a wart on its back or something. How did I not snag it right there?
It's getting deep.
Get it now. What's on it? Grab me the freaking net. There's something wrong with this thing. Here, just toss it on the ground. I got him though, I got him. Thank you, Timmy. Look at this thing. Ew, there's a growth on it. Oh, it's grotesque. What is that? Look, I got him though, I got him. Oh, it's so nasty. Oh.
Ew.
Oh. Oh my gosh, come here. Oh, he has all types of like tumors on him. Oh, I got him though. Hey, that's cool. Dude, there's so many people release these koi fish down here in South Florida. It's nuts. Look at that thing. Oh, here, step on our side. Look down. Oh, I told you, hold on. Oh. Tumors, bro. Yeah, dude, this poor guy does not look the best. Oh,
That's why he got released.
I could probably treat him. Yeah, probably. Maybe he got released. Yeah, that's probably why. That's actually a really good thought. Maybe they were releasing it because they were like, ew, this thing is diseased. Growth right there. Usually things that fish have aren't transferable to people though. Check this out, dude. Here, take a step over there. We got the sunlight behind you.
You can really see this thing. Right in my
Oh,
mouth.
you got it now.
Toast. Little, look at that. He's not bleeding. It's just, it's like tumors looking things. How gross is that? That sucks. Poor guy. We're gonna try to heal him. I bet I mean, it's getting cold, but koi fish usually do pretty well with the cold. Good, dude. That's why I bring my tilapia snack to feed those fish. But I mean, all that frozen tilapia, every once in a while, you see an invasive like this, you're allowed to snag snakeheads too, I guess. Every once in a while, I throw one of those inside the tilapia pot. But how cool is that? Check that out, dude. A little koi. I wonder if that's from those same people that released that big orange one. I'm gonna ask them, and if it is, I'll give it back to them too. I mean, I guess they probably wouldn't want it, but I'll find a home for this thing, somewhere to treat this. Poor guy. Ugh. Let's get him back in the water for now. Figure out what we're gonna do with him. Cool. That was pretty cool, man. You know, I almost didn't bring this, and Timmy's like, dude, if we see a tilapia, just bring that snag, dude. You never know if you have an extra sandwich out here, but we haven't been seeing them. I mean, we've been going back and forth over the canal. We finally got everything fixed up around here. I haven't seen a single tilapia today. Have you, Tim?
No.
No. But saw a koi, which is pretty freaking cool. And I think we can fix you, at least make you more comfortable. So the people said it's not theirs, which I don't know if that's true or not, because it is pretty disgusting the way it's all, you know, has those lesions on it. But even if it isn't, if it is, it isn't. They don't want it one way or another, you know what I mean? Because he's all lesioned up is why they don't want him, if it was. But it's just weird how it's in the same area, although it's nowhere near where they are. Take a little picture really quick. Cool. I mean, that's nasty, that's nasty. But it doesn't look like he was attacked or anything. It's growing out. It's missing scales. But that's what happens in the wild. These things are just gross. But we're gonna just pop them in the bucket. I'm not prepared. I don't have a cooler or anything. I just have a bag. And see how he does. Looks pretty healthy aside from that. Figure out what we're gonna do with that guy. I think we take our time, get this cart back on the trailer. You know, we'll be able to make it home, do something with it. Maybe I can get a, yeah, we just have to rock it back. See if we can make it. Pretty cool. I mean, it's a carp. It's a koi carp. It's a koi. Ew, look at those things, dude. Ugh. Not good. Ugh. So, oh, I touched it. Ooh, it's gross. I don't want to give him any discomfort. You are lucky, dude. You are lucky. Alright, so that'll do. Maybe I'll leave this off his tail, and then he won't be running away from us anytime soon. How weird. Right back on the trailer you go. I don't have anything for you. Let's take him home. See if we can fix him. Alrighty. This should be good. Yes, check it out. We have our water flowing down there. And that should be mixed in with the dechlorinator. The chlorinator should have done its job. And we should be golden. You know what? I wish I had this all set up as already like a quarantine tank and stuff. I just wasn't anticipating on catching any fish like that, but I really do need to make a quarantine tank, don't I, Tim? Well, you catch stuff like this. Ugh, so gross. Let me roll up my sleeves. Alright.
You mean put on a hazmat suit?
Yeah. Oh. Cool fish. Just gross. Just gross. Okay. So, this guy is going in this temporary quarantine. I gotta make something. I wish there was like an easy filter I could put in, like a maybe a mini pond filter or something. I'm gonna look at it. But ugh, so gross. I hope you feel better soon. But yeah, he's gonna sit in there for a while. So weird though, he's so messed up. But he'll do okay in here for a while. I just need to get like a big, some type of filter on this really quick.
I don't think I have any lying around. I need to get a couple of them. Actually, I could make both of these just quarantine tanks. I could just set up really quick, pump them with lake water, throw on that filter, and keep fish alive. He's doing great, but we're definitely gonna have to throw something like that on. Ugh. It was so gross. But we're definitely gonna treat him. Ugh, poor guy, bro. You're abandoned by somebody, for sure. I mean, I can't really blame him. That is pretty gross. But anyway, we definitely need to make these, like, I can just set it up so I can have a quarantine pond. All right, I'm gonna go see if I can grab some quick. I don't know. Maybe I can get some on Amazon in like a day or two. Come on over here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna make an isolation pond. Unfortunately and fortunately, all this is connected to one pond, right? One river system. That was my goal in making this, just one easygoing river system. But if there's an infection, if there's an infected fish or something nasty that we want to save, we have nothing really to isolate these fish, to protect them, to treat them from the other fish, right? So this beautiful big old 14-foot big giant pool, I mean, that thing is huge. It's like a pond itself. It has big red 3-foot catfish in there, and that dumps into this river system, right? We have stingrays in here, everything you could think of, growing out, getting big, koi fish, gigantic gar, everything flowing all the way back there, about 100 feet long, all the way back to the woods, right? Keeps on flowing. You can see the water coming in. That's like 12,000 gallons per hour. I mean, non-stop. And then over here, right on this side of the wall, these two pumps are 4,000 each. So that's 8,000, the 5,000 pump and a 4,000. So that's a 9 over there and 2 4. So whatever that math is, it's over 15,000 gallons, even with the adjusted height volumes. I mean, this is amazing. A lot of beautiful water coming in, fresh lake, strong water, good for fish, healthy fish, all super healthy, but we don't have an isolation. We don't have any type of filtration system. It's just all natural. Protect our fish from any intruder. If we catch a fish that's like a little bit not healthy or having a tumor or anything like that, which we just did the other day, we want to have an isolated pond system, something that these fish won't infect our other fish with. First things first. I'm gonna go ahead and spread this out. This is actually a really big dog pond. I'm not gonna use this immediately, but I want to test this out as well as other things. So this can fit almost every size fish aside from a really wide pacu, because sometimes those backs, those things are just vertical, dude. Those pacu, once they get really big, you can't put them in this. I'd have to get a bigger, probably just that bin on the side. Whenever you're ready. So both of these are just pumping hardcore. They both have similar pressure. I'm gonna go ahead and just screw that on really quick. And I'm gonna throw this water that's coming. That is 4,000 gallons per hour, baby. That is pumping in there. And I'm also gonna do a little experiment with this. Now, I had this beautiful turtle pump. It was like a pond filter and a waterfall. It was just everything in one. And I went on Amazon and I found something that it looks like the exact same one. It might be similar, but the brand's called Popo Soap. I'm gonna give you the link and everything, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab that and show you what I'm working with to make this isolated pond. This should work really well as this fills up. Round and round we go. This is filling up immediately. So that's gonna fill up. This is actually a pond system itself. I mean, look how small it is. That could fit quite a few different like brim or cichlids or anything like that. If we had an emergency, we could fill that up and actually place that inside here if we wanted to, and separate smaller fish from bigger fish, or just keep it by itself. Either way, I'd probably like to have this dog pond around here so nothing can jump out and I wouldn't have to, you know, cover it up. But one way or another, I'm gonna test this pond and I'm gonna test this one. I'm gonna let this go ahead and fill up and overflow into this, and I'm gonna test that Popo Soap thing I found on Amazon. This thing is banging. All right, so this is doing its thing. That's flowing over, overflowing. We're good right there. I just wanted enough in here that I could test this thing, this Popo Soap thing, which should be an amazing pond filter all-in-one kit. Makes me so happy. I love you. Meet your butterfly. So anyway, the Popo Soap, the power. If this is as powerful as I remember it, when I had nothing but turtles and all fish I would catch from the pond, little tiny ones. I used to have something like this in a Tupperware. I used to literally keep fish in a Tupperware, guys. Sand, grass, whatever I got from the lake behind my mom's when I was a kid, and something like this, and it kept my fish alive for literally years. Little tiny channel catfish stuff I would catch, you know, brim, everything would live off this one type of pond filter, pump, whatever you want to call it. This is a combination of the both, and this is by Popo Soap, and we are hoping that this is as strong as it used to be. Just put a little bit more. Boom. Now, let's check this thing out. Back in the day, it was like a one and done, 2-second setup. So, this is a filter kit by Popo Soap. I'm gonna show you guys the link below if this is exactly what I need it to be, and I hope it is. All right, check this out. Zoom into that, Popo Soap. This is the pump filter kit. It also has a filter and a pump all in one. So, check this out. Comes just like this from Amazon. Boom. Comes just like this straight from Popo Soap. Let's see, everything should be right in here. Yes, it's just like I remembered. All right, cool. See, this aqua thing is actually the pump. These are attachments for the pump, but when I was a kid, it just set up in 2 seconds. This is amazing. This is the filtration, this little fibrous part, and that's what you need to make sure no gunk or anything gets through the top, no fish are affected. This little bit of foam, right? Boom. And these bio balls, they collect little bits of algae, bacteria, things that you need for a pond to survive. There's a little bit of foam in the center of these, right? And when it gets too disgusting, all you do is open this up and rinse. These are the attachments, and that's that. I'm gonna keep them together right here. Let's see how fast I can set this thing up. See if I remember, bringing back memories. So here's the connection right here, the cord, and that just slides through just like that. Keep all your balls keep all your balls just spread out like so. They can be moving around, it's all good, you don't have to worry about that. And you want your pump turned up to max, which we have it now. What we're gonna do is the connection should be pretty simple too. This is the filter kit, pump all in one, bio balls, boom. Here's that foam media, and that collects the right bacteria, everything you need. And this is how long the cord is, just like that. So that gives you 7 feet, maybe 8. Shows maximum or minimum as well. That's why I said you could turn that one down there to maximum. See, that's opened and that's closed. Can you see that? So now it's all the way open, right? Boom, slides right on. This part should slide right on if I remember. That way, boom, slides right on again. And then this is all it takes. Boom, and that's just an ever-flowing waterfall if I remember correctly. So all you gotta do is plug that in, boom, right out of the box, fill this thing up with water, and we're ready to go. And that's actually the perfect height, perfect height. This is by Popo Soap, and we're gonna see how this goes, but check that out, zoom into that. That's an awesome brand. In case you guys want, I always show you guys the brands that I use on a daily basis as far as pond pumps, filters, stuff like that, so you guys can build this stuff at home. The PVC pipes, everything I use, you guys know me well. I try to get you guys hooked up so you know what to do. Actually, I'm gonna toss it in this one, in the bigger one, because I feel like that's what I'm gonna end up using. Just let that sink. Boom, sits right at the bottom perfectly. And I've got to plug this in and see how big this spread is. Hopefully it's about this wide. And that's going to continue to aerate our pond. And that's going to be a natural filtration system. And that's going to be one and done, plug and play. Every time we catch a fish that's like really rancid and disgusting, like the one we caught the other day. Look at all those guys on the surface. They're so happy those pacu are out of the way. They're like, why did you do that? Oh my gosh. So all the giant fish we removed, they broke our nets, they broke my arm, they broke everything. But that gigantic, he's not gigantic, but he's disgustingly, it's so disgusting that it's a gigantic memory in my mind. That koi fish that we caught yesterday, I mean, that thing was gross, but it inspired me to do this. Now, I got rid of it today because I wanted that thing to survive. It still had a chance, even though it was invasive, it is disgusting, but gave it to my friend, hopefully he brings it back to life. Now, let's see if this Popo Soap, yeah! Popo Soap pond filter. Guys, just like I remember when I was a kid, I had one like this except a smaller version. This is beautiful. You keep a pond filtered, fresh, aerated, just this one plug and play thing. Took me 2 seconds to set up. And this is pumping 600 gallons per hour, 660 I think. And it I mean, that's taking care of a pond that's almost 1,200 gallons, dude. That's huge. This little thing is only maybe 150 gallons by itself. So, and this small thing is probably 15, 20. So this looks like a little big giant over here. I could even do both if I wanted to, which means, oh, you know what I could do? If I keep this right here, I could fill up this and that'll overflow. Ah, dude, I could just have non-stop water coming in and going out like I have with my ponds, except I could have smaller fish in here and another isolation pool in here so I can have both at the same time. This is way cooler than the one I had when I was a kid, but it is pretty similar. Woo! Oh, hopefully that doesn't get me taken down off YouTube. Oh, wow. Oh, sick, dude. Okay, so this can actually, you can use this for a really big pond. Like I said, it's rated 660 gallons per hour. I don't really remember exactly what it was. Let me check this. Oh yeah, 1,180 gallons. It can, this thing can filter a pond that's 1,180 gallons. Little popo soap, man. This is banging. Hey, if you want to look it up, in case you just don't want to click the link, which you probably should, it's the easiest way to do it. I will put the link in the description below, right here. This is so sick. It's just all-in-one pond and pump filter. It has the bio balls, has the media, has the foam, has everything all in one, and the pump and 2 waterfall features. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. Ah! And just like that. So I like this one myself because that is what I had when I was a kid, except it was a little bit smaller. This big one is gonna be perfect for what I'm doing right here. You know what, to test it, let's keep a very sensitive fish. Let's catch a peacock if we can, or whatever else bites. Let's catch some bait, cast the line out in the backyard, see if we can catch something, maybe a more sensitive fish, not something like a gar, something that breathes air. Let's catch a sensitive fish and put it in here and see if he survives and how he does. And that'll be our isolation pond. The key to all micro fishing. I've caught some giants with lures this big. I mean, this is just perfect, right? Look just like a small minnow, but has a strong enough hook that can handle most bigger fish. Here, fish, fish, fish. Sometimes you just gotta call them in. Maybe that's what we were doing wrong. There were fish were standing by me thinking that was me, and they're right here the whole time. What is that, a bass? Dude, well, come on now.
What
That's
the
great.
heck?
Hey, it's nice to see that some of these guys are still alive, which is actually perfect. This is even more sensitive than a peacock. So this is perfect. All right, great, come on. Come on, little largie. Nice little Florida largemouth. Brings back my glory days. Come on over here to the pond, little boy. Off the artificial. Look at that line. It's like a snook, doesn't it? Beautiful. Man, there's nothing quite like bass fishing, dude. I can't explain. I mean, the bigger fish are awesome, and it's over and over and one after the other with the exotics, and you hunt them down. You catch these giants. It's so much fun, but catching bass, like just a really big largemouth bass, man, there's nothing quite like it. It's just, I don't know. It might just be me because I used to do the tournaments as a kid and growing up through like my teenage years, do those IGFA tournaments, but there's nothing quite like the little largie. So, all right, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna put him in here and see how he does. Little mini bass pond. Woo, woo, woo! Bass. Hey, buddy. Look, he even switched colors on us. Now I can see him. He's right here. Comfy doing circles. You probably won't be able to see him on the camera, but he's actually right next to the filter right now, which means he's not getting sucked in. I'm gonna keep that bass in there, see how he does with that popo soap filter, just for a day to make sure he does okay. And I can't see how it wouldn't though. This is exactly what I had as a kid. Amazing, so cool. Zip line, boy. We're gonna build a little zip line across the trees over the water so we can really see down there. How about fishing from a zip line, huh? But I think it'd be really cool to have a zip line for the kids, for our nephews, for everybody. You know, even my wife will definitely enjoy that. She's a kid at heart, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. I'm really happy about this popo soap filter. It did amazing. And stay tuned, I'll share everything I can with you as we catch them all.
Hit him up.
Woo!
Hit him up.